Sophie Cunningham forced to deal with unexpected police confrontation during Fever playoff triumph. The incident took place in the fourth quarter of Thursday's game. The Indiana Fever marked a significant milestone by winning a playoff round for the first time since 2015, defeating the Atlanta Dream in a thrilling game that secured their spot in the semifinals. Yet, the game's most talked about moment wasn't just on the scoreboard, as it involved a surprising and somewhat perplexing confrontation between Fever guard Sophie Cunningham and a police officer on the court. The incident occurred late in the fourth quarter after Fever guard Odyssey Sims was knocked to the floor following a collision with Dream guard Alicia Gray. The referees immediately halted play to review the incident for a potential flagrant foul. During this pause, Cunningham, along with teammates Clark and Chloe Bibby, walked onto center court to check on Sims' condition. This gesture, which would normally be seen as an act of team solidarity and concern, unexpectedly escalated into an awkward encounter. Confusion and questions at Gateway Center Arena. As Cunningham approached Sims, a police officer stepped forward and motioned for her to back away. The two exchanged words briefly. Cunningham stood with her hand on her hip, clearly refusing to move immediately. After a few seconds, she reluctantly stepped back, but the scene left many in the arena and watching online scratching their heads. The unusual nature of this interaction sparked widespread debate on social media. Fans and commentators questioned why a police officer would intervene in what appeared to be a normal moment of players attending to an injured teammate. Why is a police officer asking basketball players to leave the court when they're checking on an injured player? One fan asked on X, formerly Twitter. Another suggested the incident was indicative of deeper issues, calling the WNBA some sort of social experiment. Others expressed frustration with what they saw as an unnecessary police presence, interrupting the flow of a professional sports event. Comparisons were made to similar incidents in the NBA, with some fans wondering how security would handle such a situation if it involved stars like Steph Curry or Draymond Green. The disparity in treatment highlighted broader conversations about security protocols and respect for athletes across different leagues. A possible explanation for the confusion is that Cunningham was dressed in street clothes rather than her game uniform, which may have led the officer to believe she was an unauthorized person attempting to access the court. Even so, many were surprised that the police officer confronted Cunningham directly instead of letting team officials or arena staff manage the situation, which is more typical in professional sports settings. While the Indiana Fever's playoff victory was a celebrated achievement after years of playoff drought, this unusual confrontation cast a shadow over the game's feel-good moment. It underscored the sometimes complicated relationship between sports, security personnel, and fan expectations in high-stakes environments. For many, the episode was a reminder that even on the biggest stages, unexpected challenges can arise, and sometimes from the most unlikely sources.